Gaming is likely part of your life somehow, whether it be that you play video games or someone you know does. You may be someone who has never been that interested in gaming, and you are at no fault for not wanting to sit down for an hour, sitting in a toxic League of Legends lobby, grinding out XP.
But when it comes to video games, although some of them aren't super cheap, it lets you have an experience sort of vicariously through a character or just to have some fun with friends. It's a great way to connect with other people, whether you know them or not. I would recommend that you know them if you're interacting with them online. But it allows you to do more than you could if you were just acting like an old human being, which I think is really cool. Limitations, when you're a human, there's only so much you can do. That is cost effective, I should clarify.
Some people consider single-player video games with in-depth stories and complicated mechanics to be the best. Some games can function as interactive TV shows, telling long, intertwining stories that make you not want to stop.
I play video games to relax, or just to pass time, or, to have fun and, like I said, hang out with friends. Video games, like I said, I think immersion is key because that lets you dive into the environment and get a proper experience. Like I said, video games are all about the experience. I think the reason a lot of people play video games is because they're bored, which is fair, but people don't appreciate how much work goes into each video game to make every detail perfect and align like the developers want it to. I've done coding before, not extensively, but it gives me at least an appreciation for all of the work that goes into the video games. So when I buy a very, very well-made video game, whether or not the experience is super fun, which hopefully it is, but I still really appreciate the video game because I see all the effort that the developers and the animators and everyone who went into this massive project, how much effort they put into it. And yeah, that's why I play video games.
In my opinion, one of the best styles of games that mixes the good storytelling and the fun mechanics have been open world games. Some great examples of these open world games that still have engaging stories without the extremely linear style of a game such as The Last of Us are Red Dead Redemption 2, The Witcher 3, Spider-Man, Assassin's Creed, or even Ghost of Tsushima. All these games have fun, unique mechanics. You have high levels of freedom to screw about on your own, but also usually have engaging and addictive stories. The blend of these genres has given reason for some gamers to sit down with hours on end and taking these relatively perfectly executed experiences. There are also some other ways to game, and as mentioned earlier, online multiplayer games are very, very popular. While some of the games get a bad rap, these games are often more popular solely because you can play with your friends. Maybe you want to play video games with your friends, and playing these games with their fun mechanics and often large-scale battles are your cup of tea. While there are countless different types of games that all have different goals and do different things to the player, there is a game out there for everyone. Gaming can provide so many powerful and memorable experiences that it is arguably irreplaceable.